They get money, they get a house.
There's too many people coming into Northern Ireland.
We need to know who is in our country, and we need to become strong.
You certainly don't believe in free speech. Sorry, you got a phone on. You don't believe.
Can I ask you why you're here today?
If you try and bring facts to them, they'll just get angry at you and call you names like racist.
I'm actively being blocked here.
I think they're paid.
Can you speak? Are you another mute, or can you actually speak?
Lincoln J reporting for Rebel News in Belfast, the capital city of Northern Ireland, and behind me we have two large crowds on opposing sides. It's actually very similar to what you'd see back in Canada. Tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, so just behind, over your right shoulder, we've got basically the Patriots, and they're Irish and British Patriots. You see there's something very interesting there. If you zoom in, there's an Irish flag, which is an Irish tricolour, and there's also an Ulster flag, which is Northern Ireland's flag. Not the official flag, but it's Northern Ireland's sort of patriotic flag. So that's where the patriotic people are. Then over my other shoulder, you've got Free Palestine flags, you've got gay pride flags, you've got NIPSA, and you've basically got the left-wing paid opposition. They basically can fund that. You know, all the flags and everything are coming from NIPSA, which is a public sector union. So if you're paying any dues to a public sector union in Northern Ireland, you're actually paying dues to someone that's sponsoring that's going on behind us. And really, I think the difference is the patriotic protest is made up of Northern Irish and Irish working class people who have genuine concerns about immigration, and the other side are controlled opposition, paid for by the government, paid for by the big unions, sponsored by Sinn Féin, sponsored by the SDLP. So it's the difference between real people power, which is the British and Irish working class standing together against the destruction of their culture by mass immigration, and people who literally just don't care about borders, don't care about identity, don't care about culture, and are fully paid up and bought into the globalist agenda. So that's basically what's going on here.
All right, so we'll try to wander into both sides of the crowd, get some opinions. You can check out all our reports at migrantreports.com, and if you appreciate the coverage, consider supporting our independent journalism through that same website, migrantreports.com. Thanks. And what brings you out here today?
Well, what brings me out here today, because I'm seeing a lot what's going on in my country. With all these illegals coming in, they're taking over absolutely everything.
Disgraceful. We're being flooded full of unvetted illegal men. Don't know where they're coming from. They could be terrorists. A lot of them are terrorists because they're doing attacks. They're raping people.
All right, if they're refugees, yeah, but most of them are sponsors and scroungers.
This is mothers and fathers across communities coming together to protect the women and children.
They're not blending in with our culture. You know, they just don't care.
We're just being flooded in, left, right and centre. Anybody who speaks out, is labelled as a racist or a bigot. The same old rhetoric from the left as seen over there.
There's too many people coming into Northern Ireland. They're not vetted. I says we don't know who they are. I see a danger. I'm a grandfather. I've got grandkids. I'm here for them.
They get money, they get a house, they get everything. What do they get in France? A f***ing tent.
I think what's happening here at home, we had enough in the 60s and 70s and 80s with IRA bombings all around us. The same people are involved with this evil that's across the street. Ordinary people can't get living. I can't even visit my local beach no more. I just feel as if I'm being pushed to look like a racist, and I am far from it.
Calling them refugees, asylum seekers, or immigration didn't stop the serious assaults that have happened in Ballymena.
It's just getting beyond the point now. With all that going on up in Ballymena as well, with 3 girls in 1 month who were raped, more or less. It was all silence until the violence kicked in. And that's whenever it started to get all over the TV, all over the news. And that's when this is branded it as racist. Then talk about what actually caused the riots.
I'm an ex-serviceman, served my time in the army, spent 2 years homeless on the streets. We were given absolutely nothing on these streets. Now we're seeing these guys given absolutely everything, and it's totally wrong.
Royalism has always been a far-right ideology that linked to dominate the Olympic Games.
Can I ask you why you're here today?
Sorry, guys.
No. Can you tell me what this protest is about?
Listen in.
I just want to try to talk to people. I'm actively being blocked here. Not surprised. Can I ask you why you're here today? I am trying to get the other side for the record. As you can see, it's kind of hard, but I'm trying. police. Can I ask you why you're here today? I don't know why you're doing this. This is what brings you out? Don't speak. Can I ask you why you're here today? Just a simple question.
Excuse me, do you believe in free speech? Do you believe in free speech? Why you stop? This guy's a journalist, right? I'm a citizen journalist. Doesn't matter who I am.
You're not
right?
a journalist.
No, I am a journalist.
You're not.
Well, you certainly don't believe in free speech. Sorry, you
got a phone on the camera, mate.
You don't believe in free speech. You don't believe. I don't need your permission. I don't need your permission. I don't need your permission. So you won't let these guys to come in and talk to me? Why not? What do you think about the sectarian speech that one of your speakers made talking about burning Protestant farmers? What do you think about that? Burning Protestant farmers. Get off my camera. Don't touch my camera. Get out of my space, okay?
You're the one touching me, mate.
No, I'm protecting
You're the one
myself.
touching me.
I'm defending myself.
You're
okay?
touching me, mate.
I'm defending myself. Just stay away. Stay back. Okay? So basically what we got here is we've got these guys are actually stopping journalists that's come from Canada to cover this event, and we've got some heavies coming in. Every time this guy tries to interview someone, this guy's intimidating him, putting himself right in his space and making sure that he can't get anywhere near him. That's what these people believe in. They don't believe in free speech, they don't believe in liberty, they are fascists, they don't believe in freedom, and this is the problem in this country right here, right now.
This is very similar to what you see in Canada. They're like marshals that kind of, protect the protest or the people protesting, and they won't let us talk to anybody. Why not? Why is there so many people on that side?
Because they're paid to be here. Most of them are all trade union. What are they doing over there? I thought they were for everybody.
I think they're getting just a lot of opinions, emotional opinions, and then they're emotional people, so they'll come out and they'll express their emotions, but they're not. If you try and bring facts to them, they'll just get angry at you and call you names like racist.
They're all different agendas, but the thing is, if they can't see a threat, I can see a threat.
So many people are taken in by stupid stuff like gays for politics. Do not know they lose their heads.
Why is there so many of them?
I think they're paid. I walk through the crowd and I don't recognise anybody. I've lived here all my day.
Because they're all paid protesters. They get €45 a day to come out and do this. But all these people are here because they care about their communities, they care about their children, they care about their women.
They have a pride flag up because if they went to Gaza, they would cut their bloody heads off.
They may talk all they want, but it's not in their heart.
It's the same stuff every single time they come out. Same song, same chants. Doesn't change with them. No indoctrinated.
Can I ask you guys why you're here today?
I don't want to talk to this.
No? Okay. That's all right. Do you mind if I ask you, what do you think about the protests here?
It's about time.
Hey, you're being very intimidating. Right? You're being very intimidating. This guy's trying to do a job as a journalist, right? And you're intimidating. Why are you doing that? Can you speak? Sorry, mate. You're getting way too close to my space, mate.
We're talking to the police officer.
Can you speak? Are you another mute, or can you actually speak? You can actually talk, yeah. What are you doing, pushing my camera, man? Yeah. You've come into my space. I haven't come into his space. You stood there and saw it.
The best way is we just take a step back, both of us, and then
we're going now anyway. But it's just we're not going to go where we're not welcome. But it just shows you the difference. Oh, you can speak. You can speak. Fantastic. Well done. Go on, say something, mate. I just want to know you can speak. I'm worried about it.
Don't be so spineless. Don't be so yellow.
I'm not spineless. I'm not spineless.
You bumped into me.
You're brave in front of the police, mate. You're brave in front of the police, aren't you? Yeah, brave in front of the police. Typical.
Can I ask you what brings you out here today?
Everybody just take a step back.
Right. What just happened there?
Well, that was a welcome to Belfast. Welcome to the far left in Belfast. Basically what happened was you went in there quite lawfully to try and chat to people about what they believed. You're a journalist, you come from Canada, and let's just say the left weren't very welcoming. They straight away, the stewards and high-vis vests, which isn't stewards' jobs to stop journalists doing the job, came, accosted you, stopped you talking to people. And I think we could safely say, Lincoln, they got very menacing.
We're going to Ballymena.
We're going to Ballymena. We've got some interviews lined up in Ballymena.
And Ballymena is where the alleged sexual assault took place.
Ballymena is where this criminal gang have set up shop, and Ballymena is where the rioting was last week. So you'll get a very good impression. I've got some people lined up for you to chat to who were on the ground when it all happened, community activists, people that were, well, I'm going to say, but people are very close to everything that happened. And so they'll be able to tell you exactly what went on.
Perfect. So you guys, you can check out all of our coverage, migrantreports.com, and you can stay tuned for that upcoming video in Ballymena at migrantreports.com. Chip in, support our independent journalism. Thanks. Thanks, Richard.
An interesting day.
Thanks for watching the video. We tried to talk to both sides. We talked to one side, but not the other. If you appreciate this coverage, go to migrantreports.com. Through that website, you can check out all of our coverage from here in Northern Ireland. And if you appreciate the independent journalism, you can consider making a donation through that same website, migrantreports.com. Thanks.